We come bearing gifts.
Cookies, chocolate's supposed to raise your endorphins and make you feel better.
Thanks.
You wanted to see us?
Yeah. Go ahead and have a seat. Okay. So, I need your help with that. The guilt over hitting Jake has pushed him over the edge. His drinking is completely out of control. And I want to do an intervention today.
Absolutely not. Luke, how about a little lunch? Damn it. Luke.
It's your paper.
Thanks. Why were you standing where Jake got hit?
You mean where I hit him?
Luke hasn't stumbled in here yet?
Well, I don't know about that. His passport is gone, the cigar drawer is empty, and he has cleaned out the safe.
Not surprised.
What do you know about it?
Well, Lucky told me that Luke tried to provoke Jason into shooting him. Did you see him last night?
No. He was staying here.
Lucky wants to stage an intervention.
Really?
Yeah.
How does he plan on accomplishing that? Is he gonna tie him to a chair and chloroform him?
If need be, yes.
Well, too late, he's gone.
You know that for sure?
Nicholas, the evidence is here. He doesn't leave heartwarming goodbye notes, he just takes off. He says it makes the reunion all the sweeter.
Well, he has to come back eventually.
No, he doesn't. Not if he has guilt and grief to outrun.
I know you blame yourself, Elizabeth, and no matter how many times I tell you you're wrong, you'll never hear me.
Luke, this wasn't your fault.
I was driving the car.
It was dark. This road is poorly lit. It was an accident.
I know that an apology will never bring Jake back, and it won't help you with your grief, but it's all I got.
Please, 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 Luke, just do us both a favor and forgive yourself, okay?
The last time I drove this road, I hit your little boy. And I didn't know it. I just kept driving, music blaring. Just now, as I was standing there, I felt the impact. I think I'll always feel it.
Believe me, I understand what it feels like to be overwhelmed with guilt. But what happened was an accident. I just hope you can find a way to believe it. You know how Dad feels about the 12 steps. You do an intervention, he's gonna shut down and walk out.
We have to try.
You think he's gonna actually sit there and listen while we blame him for this tragedy?
Not him, the drinking.
Oh my God, you think he's actually gonna appreciate that distinction?
Yeah, no, Luke's gonna have a knee-jerk reaction, okay? And it's not gonna be pretty.
Do you have a better idea about how to get through
We
him?
tell him that we love him and we support him
That's
while we...
exactly what we've been doing, and he's spiraling out.
So you think it's gonna be better if we ambush him and we make him feel worse?
Luke's gonna think the entire family's turned against him, and that's the last thing he needs right now.
Exactly.
Okay, Dad got drunk, he thrashed the haunted star, and almost torched it. How far do you guys want to take this?
We stopped him.
Who's to say he's not going to try something like that again? He's drinking all the time.
He's not gonna bottom out.
He already has. Lulu, listen. He went over to Jason's apartment, okay? He gave Sam an earful about how Jason doesn't have a right to grieve for Jake, that he's just some kind of glorified sperm donor who happened to sleep with Elizabeth. He told Sam to deliver the message. He went back to his office, and waited for Jason with an empty gun.
Wait, Luke tried to goad Jason into killing him?
Yes.
Wouldn't actually do it.
That's not the point. You really want to take that chance? Listen, we have to do something now or Dad's gonna find a way to end up dead. Dad is in crisis, okay? I'm not just gonna sit back and watch him
You know Dad's
self-destruct.
drinking because he's trying to push your buttons so that you'll shut him out. He thinks if he destroys your relationship, that's what he deserves.
It's all the more reason to do the intervention.
It's just gonna piss him off.
I don't care. It's better than him winding up dead.
You tell him that you love him unconditionally, and he has no desire to drink and act out. It's gone.
That whole happy scenario is false.
No, our dad is punishing himself, and if we support him,
that
he's not gonna
drinking
do
is
that.
the problem. When it's really just a symptom of something far greater. Jake's death pushed Luke to the brink, and we need to find a way to pull him back.
Look, Lulu, I know this is painful, okay? Nobody ever wants to confront these things head on, but we're running out of time. Okay, come on in.
Your father's gone.
Where?
That is a question only he can answer.
Yeah, he cleaned out his safe, cigar box, took his passport,
We
everything.
need to track him down and do the intervention right away before he gets himself killed.
I agree.
No, I hope he stays gone. Because addiction is your problem, not his. And if we're gonna go through with this alcohol inquisition, don't expect me to be there because I'd be ashamed to be a part of it. Excuse me.
Lucky's worried about you. If you could just go see him.
He doesn't need me.
You both need each other. You always have.
Elizabeth, every time he looks at me now, all he's going to see is a devastating loss.
So you think if you just disappear, he's gonna forget? Jake's death is gonna be with him forever. Don't make him lose his dad, too.
Sometimes the kindest gift you can give someone is distance.
I know you love him.
Enough to move on without me. Maybe you should think about that.
He came to me yesterday and told me that he's still thinking about marrying Siobhan. He pretty much asked for my blessing.
Did you give it?
I just want him to be happy. And now I have to find a way to convince myself I'm okay with it.
He'll never let you go. Not until you let him go. Anything new he tries, any new woman he meets, nothing will get us the starting block.
You think I'm bad for him?
The way I've lived my life, so recklessly, hurting so many people, and none more than you, I'd be a stupid hypocrite to judge your choices. But after all the damage that's been done, I think you both need a fresh start. Maybe you should let him go.
I'm trying.
Good luck, Elizabeth.
Ethan, come save me from my calculus before my brain melts. Are you okay?
No. I might just join you in that brain melt, actually.
What happened?
No, Luke's in a bad way after hitting Jake, and there's a lot of Spencer family angst over whether or not he was drunk.
Did they say it was an accident?
Yeah, but it's still hard for Luke to process. You know, he's racked with guilt. He's diving headfirst into a bottle and trying to punish himself.
Sounds like your family's having a time.
Yeah. It may just get worse too. Lucky's proposing this intervention.
You mean where the family confronts the person about their addiction?
Yeah, exactly. And to my shock and dismay, I agreed.
You think it'll work?
No, I think it's gonna crash and burn in spectation. But I mean, I don't know what else to do. You know, so now all we gotta do is find Luke and then sit in a room with family I just met a few years ago while they try to convince him that he has a drinking problem. You wanna give me odds on how well that'll work?
You've helped me when I needed it. And I'm sure you'll do the same to help your father, too.
If you're waiting for your father to show up, I think you're out of luck.
Good, then he's not going to have to deal with this ridiculous intervention.
Lulu, I understand that this is hard on you, but we all have to face the fact that your father has a drinking problem.
It never bothered anyone before.
That's because he could manage it. It was part of his charm. And, truthfully, nobody wanted to take on the job of trying to get him to face it.
It wasn't an issue.
That's debatable.
Tracy, when you have a problem, you say something about it. You've been with my dad for years. You've seen him drink every single day. You've never said anything.
I was wrong.
This is happening because Lucky is looking for something to blame. My dad's drinking is a very easy scapegoat.
No, Lulu, this is happening because your father has a problem, and our denial is not helping him.
Why aren't you on his side?
I am on his side.
I can't even believe that Ethan's going along with this. He's obviously freaked out because Dad's goading Jason. This is...
And you're not freaked out?
No, because Jason wouldn't kill him. He would hurt him maybe, and yes, it's sad and misguided and messed up, but it doesn't mean that he's an alcoholic. If you make him say it, he's gonna be furious.
And if we do nothing, we could lose him.
Luke, what can I get you?
Scotch. And leave the bottle.
All right, you're the customer.
Will you join me? Or would that put you in hot water with my son for contributing to the delinquency of a senior?
I don't usually drink with the customers. I'll make an exception for you.
I like your style, Lassie. Let me ask you a question. If you could pick anywhere in the world, what's your favorite place?
That's a tough one.
Well, you can't pick home sweet home.
Hadn't even crossed my mind.
So then what would please your wild Irish heart? If you could be transported anywhere, Bali, Nepal, Shanghai, Madrid.
I suppose I'd want to go somewhere I'd never been before.
And why is that?
Thrill of adventure. Taking a chance, discovering something new. I mean, you never know what's out there waiting until you go out and find it.
I'll drink to that.